Hello. Welcome. Oh, look a little tired today. Uh, I slept for like 15 hours, which is fantastic. If you haven't done that before, you're missing out and you're stupid. No, just kidding. You're not stupid if you haven't done that. Um, so, what is going on today? Um, First off, give thanks, everyone. Give thanks. It's a glorious day, at least where I'm at. I'm out here in Texas, in Tejas, the best state in the union. So, by the way, that's not a white supremacist sign. So, if you think so, you can go fuck yourself. Um, what is going on today? I want to talk a little bit about going to a weird foreign place. So, I put in there the title, Go to China, traveling to China. So, uh, I just want to tell you guys that if you are thinking about traveling to another country, a lot of people they're like, I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to France. I want to go to Germany. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just retarded. No, just kidding. Uh, I think that can be great. It can be a nice, fun, and fulfilling experience. What I would recommend if you want a place to travel to that will blow your mind and will change your whole perspective, you need to go, in my opinion, you should go to Asia. You should go to China. You should go to Taiwan. Thailand's good too, man. It's good too, man. You know what I'm saying, brah? And here's why. I got some reasons for this. So let me elucidate my thought process for all of you zero interested parties. Um, when you go, I've been to Europe and I've been to some other places as well. What I like about Asia, and at least my experience in China more specifically, was how alien it was. And I know some people might try to call me out as a bigot or something, but it really is an alien experience. If you are born and raised in the US and if you have limited exposure to the outside world, my God, when you show up in a place like China, and I don't mean like, Shanghai, um, Shanghai too, but mostly once you get into other parts, if you travel around, I mean, when you're reading those characters, bro, when you're trying to figure out what to eat and you just literally you're in another whole nother world, right? You're not going to find your traditional, if you're in Italy, oh yeah, I'll eat pasta and pizza and bread. There's kind of a familiarity with a little bit of European history that we don't have with say Asian cultures or Asian history, which when you get there, if you go there, half of the battle is trying to figure out where you're going to eat and what you're going to eat. And a lot of times you don't know what the hell you're going to eat. You don't know what you're eating, right? You can't. Here's the other thing, right? If you're in maybe a France or a Germany or something, maybe you can still look up what certain words mean in the dictionary by using the phonetics or I don't know, the Latin-based alphabet, right? There's an L, there's an A, there's an E, G, H, whatever. You can type that into your phone and figure it out. When you're in a place like maybe Japan or China or something where they use characters, like also Korea, the characters, at least I think, I don't know about Korean, but at least let's stick with Chinese. If you are looking up the meaning of characters in Chinese, good luck, dude. I mean, I've been studying Mandarin for a few years now, and when I have to look up shit in a Chinese dictionary, I'm half lost. So, good luck to somebody who has zero experience with the Chinese language, with Mandarin, because you're going to have a lot of fun. But you will have fun, for real. It's nice to try things that you don't understand and to do things that you don't know what the hell you're doing. So, everyone should give it a try. You should get your ass over to Asia. Next trip you get, book a trip to China, book a trip to Taiwan. Fucking live a little, bruh. Get out of this, like, I got to go to France or Italy bubble. All right. But, if you want to do that too, that's good too. So what the fuck am I talking about, right? Hmm? Oh yeah, what else am I talking about here? Let's talk about Twitter. Twitter fights. So I'm not in currently a Twitter fight. I don't get in those. I'm too small fry. I'm too much of a small fry. Is that the name of the game? Ain't nobody talking shit to me, and when they do, I just block them. That might sound like a puss move, but hey, do I look good? I think I look all right. A little puffy on top. Ah, fuck it. Anyway, so on Twitter, these are crooked. On Twitter, what do I do? Yeah, it depends. If someone's a real asshole, I'll block them, right? Why is that? You might ask Taylor. Why would you block that? Why would you block somebody who's talking shit to you on Twitter? So I follow some accounts on Twitter like Mike Cernovich. Fuck. Anyway, uh, big fan of some of his stuff, and one thing he talks about is keeping the negative energy out. So that's what I try to do, right? Keep the negative energy out of my life. And so how do I do that? It depends on the critiques I get on Twitter. So if I'm in a legit argument with somebody, legit debate about something, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to block you. But once you start cursing at me, we're done. And that's a loss to you. If you curse at me on Twitter, that's a loss to you, dude. Because I've got nuggets. I've got nuggets up in here. And you don't get those once you're blocked. I only have 25 followers, so it really doesn't matter. But anyway, today I got into a debate about gold and fiat currencies. So a little bit of background here. I studied economics in college, but that's not really much of a credential. Anyone who studied economics in college knows that you really don't learn that much about economics. I mean, you learn the terminology. It's kind of like learning a language, right? You learn about what does GDP mean? What are interest rates? Who sets interest rates? Maybe, right? Actually, I learned some bullshit in college. I learned that interest rates, originally I learned in my macroeconomic theory class that interest rates ideally were set by the market. Ideally, they're set by the market, but they're not, right? The Federal Reserve sets the baseline of interest rates, and there's some other things like LIBOR and stuff like that, which I have to refresh up on. But the interest rates are not set by the market, and there's just a lot of peculiarities that you learn a lot of things that just aren't so in economics. You learn a lot of things that really aren't real. And if you're a fan of Nassim Taleb, which I am a big fan, he loves chopping down economists because, especially macroeconomists, because they think that they have an understanding of the world that they really don't have, that allows them to predict the future, which they really don't possess and they really don't know, right? And so there's a guy on Twitter that I follow that he has some really good analysis of certain things that are happening now, right? Like he's good talking about the euro dollar and stuff like that. But he goes beyond his skis, in my opinion, when he starts making predictions about stuff based on his understanding of geopolitics, right? I love geopolitics. I do a podcast where I talk about Chinese geopolitics, but it's mostly a current analysis of what looks like is happening. I talk about what I think might happen, but in no certain terms do I say this is going to happen, this cannot happen, I cannot fathom this happening, therefore it will not happen. You'll find a lot of that bullshit on Twitter. In fact, you'll probably find a lot of that bullshit in real life, right? How many people do you know which make dumbass predictions about stuff that just do not ever come to fruition? So that's just the world we live in. And in fact, so anyway, get back on topic here. What was I talking about? This guy, which I like some of his analysis, is legitimately getting into a debate with me about this future of gold as being a currency, a global currency. And I just thought it was funny, right? I mean, dude, who am I? I have 25 followers. My fucking Twitter profile says, I like long walks on the beach and moonlit dinners. And my preferred pronouns are Zim Zer. So, why are you arguing with somebody that has Zim Zer in their fucking bio? I don't know. It's beyond it's beyond my own comprehension. So, anyway, guys, don't waste your time on that. Especially with things like this. I thought it was fun. I just wanted to get engaging on Twitter today, and so I was. And that's it. Nothing more to it. Anyway, that's that's pretty much what I was thinking. What else? What else can? What else is going on today? What else is going on in the world? You know. Yeah, looking at Mike Cernovich's Twitter right now. Yeah, anyway, if you don't follow him on Twitter, Mike Cernovich, you should. He's good. I enjoy his insights. So, guys, what is everyone up to today? What are you guys doing? Are you living your best life? And I don't mean in the dumb meme sense. I mean, like, are you getting shit done, bro? You living up to your potential, bruh? Yeah, let's talk about intelligence for a second. So there is a tweet I saw from Ed Litmore. I liked it. And it was about something it had to do with, let me see. What did I, so pardon me here, which nobody's watching this, so it doesn't matter. But let's see here. Tweets and replies from Taylor today. What did I want to talk about? Okay. Hold on here. Hold on here. There we go. Oh, no. No, that wasn't it. There we go. Okay, so from Ed Litmore. Oh, no, not from Ed Litmore. From Life Math Money. Interesting account on Twitter. Sometimes I don't like it. Never be too proud of your beauty or intelligence. These are unearned gifts, something you had from the beginning. And it says, quote unquote, a man is great by his deeds, not by his birth. From Chanakya, whoever that is, maybe an ancient man. And then people were like, well, for beauty, yeah, but I disagree on intelligence. Simply not true, somebody responded. So now people are arguing about whether intelligence is God-given, whether you're born with intelligence or not. Here's my hot take. I think it's a combo of things. Raw abilities from birth give you a ceiling, but discipline and vision are needed to reach that. So, yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Intelligence, guys. So, do you think intelligence is earned or given? I think it's obvious. Well, to me, I'd say it's both, earned and given. I think once, like I said in my tweet, there is a raw, we all have raw ability, right? Like I am not 6 foot tall, so there are certain things that I cannot do. I am, I have I'm limited by my biology. We're all limited by our biology. So When it comes to intelligence, I'd say it's the same thing. There is a ceiling of potential that we can reach, right? But what I would also argue is that in order to come anywhere near that ceiling, you have to employ discipline and vision. Discipline alone, I don't think will get you there. You also have to have vision. Like you have to have something, there's got to be some kind of creativity involved. Um, Otherwise, what are you doing? Like, what is your aim? What is your goal? Discipline by itself, discipline is kind of, in my opinion, like a um, more like what would you call it? A means. And the vision is more like your ends or your goals. What are you achieving, right? And if you can maximize, if you have visions of accomplishment that you can actually achieve through discipline, then I would say you're nearly, you could be unstoppable up to your ceiling, of course, right? But your ceiling might just be in a given domain, right? You could have a ceiling in multiple areas of life, whether it be maybe mathematics, writing, singing, who knows, right? It could be dancing. It could be learning languages. Maybe you can only hold so many languages in your head. Then you move to another domain. Maybe it's learning different styles of martial arts, or or you start writing books, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got to say today. So, thank you for watching. Oh, before we go, let's take us out. Anyone remember what that's from? Probably not.